Live streaming is on.
And good morning, everybody. I am Free Spirit. This is Free Spirit Prepping and News. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. We are talking about a product that I've had for a little over 6 months. And I will be looking at the chat here in a little bit. I have special guests in the studio today. I have Hunter, i.e., PDC streamer, in the chat, or with me in studio actually today. Yes, he is here. He actually was, truth be told, he did purchase the Swiss Tech. And yes, it's going to be in reverse on the cam. It's the Swiss Tech, and it is a multi chargeable USB and solar charger. Does many wonderful things. Now, truth in advertising, this was a purchased product.
In fact, I think when you showed me, I told you about it. Like, yeah, let's get it. You do the review on it. So I'd be the guinea pig.
Yeah, I seem to be the guinea pig. Now, truth in advertising, I just went out. This has been it's been in my van riding in perpetuity for the last several months. I've not checked to see what the battery charge is. We have had over minus 30-degree temperature. I've not tested this battery pack to check and see what kind of charge this absolutely has in it in several months. I know when I put this in my van 3 months ago, again, it was at 100%. So let's just see. All right, folks, right there, 100%. As you see, it does have multiple USB ports. It has two USB, a USB-C, so you can charge directly from USB-C. It does have a solar charger on it, so you can charge from solar. Now, I will tell you that the solar charge capability is only at 10K. This is a 20K battery pack. It does work. There is a flashlight on it. I'm not going to turn the flashlight on. It is very bright.
I think it's like different modes.
Yes, it does.
Different modes in the flashlight.
That has your primary beam, your side beam, and it will actually do a strobing flash as well. That the flashlight is actually, it is very high drain. I have actually done, because this does have the capability of touch charging with putting your phone actually on it, and the battery drain on it is very extreme.
Now let me stress that for a minute. It's phones that have the capability of wireless charging. If your phone is not capable of wireless charging, do not try to wireless charge your phone. You could actually probably ruin the hard drive in the phone because that uses magnetic basing to hold the phone on, if I'm correct.
That is correct.
So you gotta make sure you have wireless charging capabilities while using the wireless charger for that, or any wireless charging for any phones or tablets or devices. Because I personally don't trust that if you don't have wireless charging, you go to try to use a wireless charger, you can actually ruin your hard drive with the magnetics of it. What do you think?
I'm not a fan of using the magnetic charging as a the magnetic charging as a whole, because you will fry your phone eventually, and that goes for any surface type charging. You will absolutely fry whatever device you are trying to charge. You will fry it. I absolutely will tell you that.
But what happened when you tried the magnetic base on that Swiss Tech? What was the drainage?
I went from charging I set my phone down at 20%, which is what you would normally do on any Apple device. And truth in advertising, I am an Apple user. Um, so just so y'all know, I am an Apple, and I am broadcasting from Apple. So there you go. And I went from this battery pack being at 100% to 56%, and my phone did not achieve 100% charging capacity. By the time I got to 86% on my phone, the battery pack was dead. So the touch charging is a no go.
So that was I guess one of the cons about that.
Correct. It's
Hope everyone can hear me well, by the way, out there.
yeah. He actually has to hold his mic. I actually have a device to hold my mic, so I'm very lucky there. This is kind of a spur of the moment. Now this was a $50 battery. It is ISP 54 weatherproof, and it is a 20K battery pack. Um, it's saying it can charge in a multitude of ways. However, I would stress that do not try to charge, and it is a dual power, not a triple, dual power. Um, do not try to charge your device while charging from the solar um, and charging your device, because you will absolutely fry your system.
System, or will you fry out the battery?
You'll do both.
Ah.
Um,
Didn't you say at one point you called the company
yes,
about some questions we had about it?
I have yet to receive an answer about that, actually, from Swiss Tech. Um, I
And maybe they'll watch this video and call you.
I will actually I will be tagging them in this just so
That's like free promotion.
Swiss Tech does know. Is this a battery that is worth $50? Um, I have batteries that I in the last month that I have paid. Meat Wagon just went by. I have batteries that I have just went and spent $20 on, and they're also 20K batteries, and they're just as good and or better than yeah, they're not solar. So in that aspect,
I mean, good for to throw in your camping or survival gear, maybe, right?
well, this has sat in perpetuity in my van for an oh shit moment.
Yep.
And for it to survive minus 30-degree weather for days, for not just for hours, but for days, and for it to still be at 100%. Okay, so I for durability, it gets 5 stars.
Charging
Charging,
minus the wireless charger. Let's exclude that out of the equation. Just normal standard cord charging. What do you think?
we were able to charge 2 phones simultaneously to 100%. And we still had 40% battery, and both were iPhone 12s. So again, I give it 5 stars.
We'll have to do a test sometime when I can make it work, because I got that new iPhone 13, or was it 13 Pro Max?
Yeah, you got the Pro Max.
We're gonna have to wait one time to work with my schedule where I have it down below 20% and come down and visit a day with you and see how it handles the newer phones, see if it still has the same charge rate.
Now, what's interesting is I've charged Samsungs that have not been seen a charge in a year. And I charged them both from the magnetic base charging, and then ran the battery dead, and then used the wired charge. The wired charge holds better than the magnetic charge. for whatever reason, I have used old generation Samsung S20 and older phones and the current phone, and the magnetic charging does not work well. The charge does not last, where wired charging lasts longer, stays better. Don't know why, but fast charge sucks.
What about the flashlight feature?
The
What do you think?
flash the
Is that a five
flashlight,
star?
um I think it is anytime you have an added bonus like that. Um
And let me tell you, folks, I was here when we tested the flashlight. That gets bright.
well, here's the problem: when you add the flashlight feature, you are now pulling away from the rest of the features. Now, because you do have a solar feature on here that does help with that, but here's the drawback. As soon as you add that extra feature, now you are removing from the ability to charge your device. And it could be that 5 or 10 minutes that you're using that flashlight, that could be the difference between life and death.
Yeah, but sometimes it could be life and death without a light.
Exactly. So, it is.
I mean, it's a catch-22.
Yes, it is. But
But I'm just saying that when we see that light, that it looks like you had the freaking sun in your living room.
right, and
So it gets bright, folks. Let me tell you.
I don't normally do a lot of gear reviews on this channel. I will be doing more. I have a few other products that either I have purchased or have been purchased by others that I will be doing.
So I guess the big question overall, 5 stars. Is it a recommended buy for oh crap moment or camping gear or emergency pack or standard use? What do you give it?
I think overall that this is it worth $40? Well, I have batteries in my living room sitting on my table ready to go in case something does happen. I have 20K and 10K batteries.
Do you think it's worth the buy? Oh, 5 stars.
I would say overall I give it 4 stars overall. Based on weight, based on size, based on durability. Now that's a question. Based on durability.
That's simple. Let's just climb your roof and drop it on the cement.
No, it's mil spec tested. So based on that, on those features alone, overall I still have to give it 4 out of 5. However, because it has survived as long as it has in the van in extreme cold, I still have to give it 4 out of 5. There's a few drawbacks to it. The weight in itself, it's
yeah, it's pretty bulky.
It-
Here, let me feel it again. Yeah,
it's a 5-pound
I mean,
brick.
on the upside though, if you got to or something, you got something to throw at their head.
It weighs 5 pounds. I have other 20K batteries that weigh half of this weight. Do they have a light on them? No. Do they have the ability to solar charge? No. So overall, I mean, I still give it a 4 out of 5. I mean, it has survived as long
I
as.
guess the only other drawback is, let me see that for a minute. Let me take a look here. Good protection door on it.
Yes, it does. The weather resistant door on it is supreme.
The only problem I see here is with your cords and your ends with the door.
No, that's not been a factor. Not been a factor.
Bend your cord
No.
Too far?
Nope, not a factor.
Because people will like drop things with their cords when
Nope.
they hold them.
Nope, and I will show you why. Because it has this slide out feature on the door that once you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, it has a slide out feature on the door that once it comes down so far,
It'll stay down.
it actually absolutely will stay down.
That's cool. I didn't know that. But
So-
no, let it go once. It won't stay down. See?
No, it's once there's a cord in it,
Oh,
it will absolutely stay down.
okay. So 405, you think it's an alright buy?
Would I go
Would
spend?
you recommend it? Go. Would you yourself say, if you've seen this video as a viewer for the first time and you've seen this review, would you say, hey, maybe I should go out and buy one of these? As a consumer, I mean, yeah, but let's just say you've never seen this product before, you've heard about it, and then you've seen this video that you did, and you're a consumer. First time seeing the video, would you say just by this live stream, would you go out and buy one?
Having, because production quality, I audio quality is perfect, but production quality sucks because I have a bullshit camera. Sorry about that, Swiss Tech. I have a garbage camera.
We'll work on that.
But it's
But would you, if you
it,
say
it
you've heard of this product, you did some reviewing online, then you come across your live stream as a viewer, never bought this before, would you by your own live stream go on and buy it?
if I had as a secondary battery for an oh shit moment, yes, I would absolutely, for a backup for your bug out bag. Yes, absolutely, I would go.
So you're recommending people should get
Yeah,
one.
it's you need to have a dual powered battery in your system. You absolutely need a backup battery with a dual power system in your inventory.
I had to step out of the office for
All
a
right.
minute. I'll be right back.
You absolutely need it in your system. He had an urgent call to take. It's this is a very heavy battery. You do need to realize this. But is it worth the $40? Yeah, actually, I do believe it is. If you do not have an extra, you don't have the $40 right now. There are other options out there, in that range. But a 20K, I honestly believe this is probably closer to an 18K battery than as opposed to the 20K advertised. But if you don't have other batteries, do not make this your first purchase. Get something else first. This is a very reliable battery, very dependable. Get something else first. Make this your second purchase. Because of the extreme cost. That being said, folks, Swiss Tech does make very, very good products. This was purchased at Walmart. You have to turn
Sorry to interrupt
you have to turn
so-
your mic on. I turned it off.
That'd be nice. Thanks. I have about 45 minutes, so
Okay. Well, I'm
before I have to jet and go to my next location.
well. I'm not dragging a gear review out for 45 minutes. I'm sorry.
No, but just I guess to give people background here. As Hunter, I'm always doing something in the background. Free, explain on that one.
Well,
I'm always running around.
you're always involved in something, but it's to say that this is
No, hold on. Show the people the timings on that. Show the people.
it's going to be in reverse in the camera. So,
Yeah, but they'll see it. Pull up your cam so we can make sure.
I'm kind of trying to watch chat too.
Okay, there, perfect. Don't move. So, what do you think? Do you think those times and everything are accurate as to per the box?
I haven't really done the flashlight runtime on it, but it would be consistent with other solar lighting products that I have used. It is consistent.
I'll be right back. My cup has a hole in it.
Yeah, it's at the top. It's kind of like your head.
Oh, so that's why you wear a hat. You hide your holes.
Well, exactly. Well, see, my cup don't have that problem. I have a lid on mine. Yes, gear reviews do also come with comedy. But the bottom line is and it does come with a couple of features. It does have a wrist lanyard attachment. Um, is that a deal breaker? No, because you can run a string on it, or hook it to a carabiner, hook it onto the outside of your pack, and you can be charging it while you're out on a hike or whatever. I have not myself.
Told you your camera's fine.
Um.
From Sons and Daughters of Liberty.
Oh,
so,
okay.
how you doing?
Yeah, Drew and I, we've got.
Oh, that's Drew. Hey, Drew.
We got some conversation to make.
And what we talked about.
Right. Well, we've got conversation to make
That's
later.
not for you guys.
Right. It's but this stream is about the Swiss Tech. I like this because it's outside of the
you know
weight.
what I wonder about that? The USB ports on it, because if you think by today's standards, say you're in a situation, or like your survival in the woods and stuff. Let's just say for recon, you just happen to have a small little camera drone and it needs charging, but you had a situation where you can grab the base.
No.
Do you think this could charge
No.
USB-C
No.
charging
Actually, I did have the opportunity to charge
you get one of the little camera drones that you put the Type-C
yeah,
in. Do you think that could actually handle one charge?
I actually did have the opportunity to charge a one of the new DJI 3 Pro drones.
Ooh.
What
happened with
it? The drone was able to get about enough charge for about 3 minutes of air flight. So no, this is not
a drone tech type or anything like heavy.
No, nothing like that. In fact,
phone.
it won't even charge a laptop.
Oh wow.
So
that's, well, no, I wouldn't think laptop. I thought maybe the little camera drone.
No.
So that's straight tablet.
This would be a tablet, phone,
only.
or a USB.
But hey, good question, right?
It is a very valid question.
You know, there are some preppers out there that use those type of
now I have actually charged a GoPro.
Really?
The new GoPro series that is out. I have charged GoPros from this. It actually does work for that.
So the GoPro cams will actually
Yes.
work for that.
Yes.
Would it work for those newer type of trail cams?
I have not tried those yet.
To be determined.
Right.
So all in all, what do you want to tell Swiss Tech? Anything on this video?
For people at Swiss Tech, as with anything, pounds equal pain. This is nearly 5 pounds. So if I realize you have a lot going on here. You have the solar charging capability. You have the magnetic charging capability. You have your wired charging capability. On here, you have a lot. Plus, you have your flashlight capability going on here. So you have a lot of things going on in this brick. Lighten it up a little bit, and I honestly think you will have a product that not just for the urban gray man, but for the bushcrafter, the bug out situation,
the preppers,
the smelly stuff has hit the air circulation device. You'd have a very, very good product. If I had to go out right now and buy a dual powered battery, would I go out and buy this Swiss Tech? Yes, I would, because it's proven its dependability and its reliability
and survivability.
Yes. And it has literally been thrown from one end of my van to the absolute other.
I guess the only other test is basically just throw it right outside when there's a bad cold snowstorm. Literally let it get snowed on.
It actually has been intentionally set out in the snow.
Oh, and it was covered in snow.
Yes.
And oh wow,
It's
you did
4 inches of snow.
you did a forge test.
Yeah, it actually
Nice.
sat in 4 inches of snow overnight.
Nice. Now the only other thing that's a question is during the summer, like on our fishing trip or something, let's just say if we accidentally dropped it off the bank in the river and picked it up, would it work after being submerged in water?
If it can sit overnight in 4 inches of snow.
Yeah, but snow is fluffy, not water.
No, this was wet snow.
Oh.
That's
I
all
still
we've
want.
had.
I still want to take that out this summer.
If
just
it
dunk
sits,
it for 5 seconds and then let it submerge and see what happens.
You missed the key thing. I
I don't know what
IP
IP54 means. Sorry.
IP54 weatherproof.
What's that mean?
In other words, it's not 100% waterproof, water resistant, but it is as close to being waterproof as
For like
you're
rain
going to get.
and stuff.
It was not intended to sit overnight in 4 inches of wet snow.
Oh, so for it to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Your message to Swiss Tech is basically
lighten this product up, knock a pound or two off.
I know how they can knock a pound or two off.
And thank you, Drew. Because I didn't get a chance to share this yet, but I just went live with pretty much all it was. But pounds equal pain. If you can lighten your survival gear up, they're going to sell a lot better. And so in that,
Looks like you'll be saying message to Swiss Tech later.
Just
check out your video.
Yeah, I'll be sending them the email about it. But but here's the thing: if you lighten it up too much, you lose some of the durability.
Yep, because that protects it.
I have not.
So what do you want? Weight equals pain, or do you want less weight equals less durability?
You
Where
know,
you at with this?
One of my other 20K batteries weighs about a pound less than this, and it's just as durable, but it doesn't have nearly the amount of features that this does.
So double-edged sword.
It is, but I will tell you,
it's worth it.
It's if I have a choice between carrying something that is as big as this versus something that is literally the size of my cell phone in thickness and in length and be able to shove it in my pocket, I'm going to carry something that's the size of my cell phone that I can shove in my pocket versus something this thick and this size. And just for size comparison, folks, you're literally talking the size of 3 iPhone 13s versus the size of 1 and the weight of 2 iPhone 13s. So, do the math.
Double-edged sword, but it's still worth the buy.
It is very well
Overall,
worth the buy.
You want to say maybe 4 out of 5 stars?
Overall, yes, it's still 4 out of 5. The price point it is.
I mean, you gotta think it's a company, it's a name brand. Swiss Tech does come out with some amazing stuff. I've had in my life some Swiss Tech stuff that lasted a long time.
Well, and that's the double-edged sword here. Swiss Tech,
you're gonna pay for quality.
Swiss Tech, it is top of the line. It is at the very top end product.
So yeah, it's name brand Swiss Tech, but you're gonna pay a penny for it. But what do you want? Do you want to pay for junk that may save your life and fail, or pay for quality that may save your life and actually work?
It's interesting.
What's the price of life?
I just looked on my desktop, and I just dug out an old battery that
I remember when I got you to buy that.
It's one of my old batteries, and this is a 10K.
She's a little dusty.
I've had this for about 6 years.
Yeah,
it's a metal case, and that's about how thick and how heavy my other 10K or my old 20K is. Look at this thickness.
So like you said, if you had to go right now and grab something for weight durability, you grab that silver one before what do we call that? The brick?
If I had to run out the door, knowing I could only grab one battery pack, I'd probably grab grab this because it's light.
Yeah.
But for durability, longevity, I would most likely, if I could at all help it, I would try to grab this. But again, pounds equal pain.
We have a special guest.
Yeah, it's the Bearcat. He's in almost every one of my videos.
Good morning, Bearcat.
But
Come on.
you know, the biggest.
I think we just became a couch.
Yeah. Well, that always happens. The biggest problem it is
You lost a cat and it turned into a parrot.
no, that's always the biggest thing is, and we need to wrap this up.
Yeah, we do.
You know, Swiss Tech
So, what's your message to your consumers before you talk about?
to everybody on my feed? Is this a product I would go out and buy right now if I could only carry one battery in my bug out bag
Or emergency vehicle or
for
something?
emergency use, dependability, reliability, over and over again? Would I go out and spend the $40 for this battery? Yes, I would. For a myriad of reasons. You're able to use this multiple times over and over and over and over and recharge and recharge and recharge.
Thank you. Sorry about that. folks.
Without any question about, sorry, I had to re-educate a kitty. But
So your message to consumers, it's worth the buy to at least have one on hand.
it is reliable to
Or
have
about more than one. Or would that be a waste of money at that point for having like going like for the obsessive consumer? I'm gonna have like 3 or 4 of them. You know.
I'll tell you, I would not want to carry around 3 or 4 of these in my bag.
Oh no, you don't have a bag at that point. You have a battering bag.
It's my. I will tell you right now. My bug out bag weighs too much.
My personal thing, because I was with you when we went to. I'm not gonna say the store because I don't want us to get in trouble because I don't think you can drop store names.
Yeah, I already said where this product came from.
Okay. So Walmart, I know we were out, and then we were looking in the. I think it was the camping section.
That's exactly where this came
I had to
from.
first look at bike section for my bicycle and stuff, and then we were there, and then I found her in the camping, and I happened to notice. I'm like, hey, what's that? And we were looking at it, and I told her, you know what? I care. Did I buy it or did you buy it?
You bought that one.
Yeah, I bought that one for you to be the guinea pig, to try it because I wanted to see how it is. Because now, with you telling me what it did, I didn't know you actually left it in the snow. And
that was kind of by accident.
Now, my question is, how much did it get tipsy-turvy in your van?
It has been tossed from one end of the vehicle.
What do you mean by
to the other.
toss? Did you toss it?
Literally, it has been grab the backpack and just literally strong arm.
And was
flipped
at the bottom of the bag or something?
No, it was on the front. On the front.
So bing.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see it. You didn't even crack the solar panel or anything?
And in most cases,
well, wait, you do have a small chip in the lining.
That actually was there.
Oh, really?
Yes,
so no damage.
Nope.
After you threw it.
Yep.
Me, I might go buy another one just for me now.
It's worth it if you have other means.
That one's mine, basically.
Even if you have other chargers that, and I cannot stress it enough. If you're going out to buy a charger, do not buy anything smaller than a 10K charger. You're wasting money because the average cell phone has a 5800 milliamp battery already in it. So do not buy anything smaller than a 10K.
Right. Let me pose a question for you. I just thought of. You have that with you in a survival situation, but you say only carry one. So let's just say someone has a silver one or something smaller, right? Say that dies, but they cannot use their silver one because it's being used for something else. But they need to have that powered up to go like patrol in the woods or something while they're out there, right? For a survival situation. Could they theoretically take another power pack to charge that one in emergencies? To take, like, say, your silver one to use that to charge. So your silver one to use that to charge that one.
Oh, so you would go.
Where's your silver one? There it
Right.
is. So let's say you had this at base in your survival area. Let's say you made a makeshift base somewhere in the woods. This was being used to power something that was important for you, but this was dead from the night before. But you need this to charge your phone on you while you're out collecting wood.
You could
Can
theoretically,
use this to
you
charge
you
that in
you
an
you
emergency
could, but that
without
would be
it
very
burning out.
stupid. That'd be very stupid when you already have solar capability.
Oh, I'm just saying, say it's cloudy or there's
It-
not sun
it-
or it's nighttime.
It's I've actually charged it on a cloudy day.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, so that's actually a good solar panel. But
It,
I'm just saying, let's just say, for example,
it,
there
it
was no sun, and could you use a power brick to charge that?
you could, but it would be very stupid to do so.
And could you burn out the other power pack?
You would absolutely, you burn one of them out.
Sorry, I just thought of it.
Right. It's a valid question,
I know
but
some people would do that.
I've actually used a pair of small battery packs to charge a big one during protest situations. I've
Yeah,
actually done
safety
that.
situations.
But
So do you recommend people doing that in a very emergency situation?
no, I do not recommend doing that because you will fry out
Your other
usually the smaller packs. You will burn them up
Okay.
because they don't have the resistor capabilities that the bigger ones do. So never do that.
Well, there you go. Switch text. Sometimes say put a resistor thing in there, so then that way you can.
it's not it's not they already have a phenomenal
Oh,
product.
they do.
If they could lighten it up even a pound, I think it would be.
My personal bet is, if anything, I would say to Swiss Tech, maybe at least try to get rid of the wireless charging. That's I mean, it doesn't, like you said, doesn't charge fully. It drains the battery.
I would absolutely get rid of the wireless charging.
That would be the one feature I would
and
like to see go on.
since they already feature a lanyard.
Actually, what would be kind of cool is, even though they have a lanyard, they'd be cool if they could embed like in a magnetic strip, so you can have something to hold it.
No, you don't want a belt clip type thing.
Like something you can have like a handle.
That's what this is for right here. This this lanyard hole.
Right, but not everyone likes lanyards, so like maybe make like plastic handles.
No, that's what this is up here is for.
Okay.
If they would have included a lanyard system, nice. If they would have included that in the purchase of the pack, it would have been much nicer. But I could make a lanyard out of paracord. So it again, it's not a deal breaker.
No.
But I mean, in general, it is a 4 out of 5. And one of the primary reasons, price point and weight, it is the biggest reason why I give it a 4 out of 5. I know other people that have done gear reviews on this and still say it is. Some people will give it a 3 out of 5. I give it a 4 out of 5 based on everything that I have put this through, and I have beat the unholy hell out of this product for 6 months.
And it's still going.
And it's still, this literally came from my vehicle, came into my studio
today,
and I turned it on, showed you the battery charge on it. I did.
In closing, at least 1 or 2. No more than 3, but at least 1 or 2 to go get.
I would say every house.
One for the house,
one for the house, one for each vehicle,
or whatever.
And maybe one for each bug out bag or survival bag.
So what's your final message to Switch Tech?
Lighten it up. If you lighten it up, and maybe include a wrist lanyard, you'll have a banger product.
What do you want to tell Swiss Tech about the price range? Is it all right? Because
is it a $40 battery pack
50,
all day?
50, you said.
It's between a $40 and a $50 price. I think it's actually 45.
Yeah.
Is it
Is it worth the price?
Yes, it is worth the price. Would I go out and buy it again?
As a consumer?
Yes, I would actually. It
Well,
is.
after what you told me, because I personally gave it a 3-star, but I didn't know you did all that rugged testing with it.
I
So
I
because of
told
that-
you
because of what you experienced, I'm giving it a 4-star myself.
I told you I was going to beat the unholy hell out of the product.
I guess you did.
And
The only thing we haven't tested if you can run over and still survive a van.
it actually has
Oh,
been
no.
ran over by the wheelchair. So
That's a wheelchair, not a 40-ton cruise missile.
it trust me, if it can sustain the power chair, which weighs 750 pounds, if it can sustain the power chair,
It'll survive the missile.
I beat the unholy hell out of this product, and it's still. Thank God for Kevlar vests.
Hi, Kitty. She wanted to say hi.
It's Swiss Tech. You have a banger product.
Lighten it by a pound, add a lanyard, we're good.
And again, the lanyard, it's not a deal breaker.
No.
I would just say lighten it up a little bit. Swiss Tech, you got a hell of a product. I like it.
Sorry. I thought you were done talking. Go ahead.
It's a hell of a product. I like it. And to all my my subs out there, you want a good product, go get you a Swiss Tech dual power charger. It is worth the money.
They're at Walmart. Last I read, I think you can buy them online now on Walmart.
You can get them at pretty much any Walmart, Sam's Club.
Not trying to get free promotion, but
I have seen these at Cabela's.
Really?
Bass Pro. I've seen them all over the place, actually.
They must be doing good.
Well, Swiss Tech is
Top tier.
it is an elite product.
Do we still have sons and daughters?
Yeah, he's in here yet.
All right, I have a quick message to sons and daughter. Drew, keep doing what you're doing. You're awesome, and we have some stuff to discuss later.
But
you guys are awesome. What you do at Sons and Daughters of Liberty.
Yeah, I'll be back a little bit later on with another live stream. I just need to get this gear review up and out. Y'all take care. Free Spirit Prepping in Progress. Y'all stay true. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And
Hey, what
be
about
ready.
me? What am I? Top liver?
Well, since you ask, yes, Swiss Tech is everywhere.
Yes.
Y'all take care. Be safe.
And I'm what should I even go? What'd you have me under today for my tag?
Hunter, PDC streamer.
Yeah, PDC streamer here.
He does have a channel. Eventually, maybe he will
Video at some point with my work
put some
schedule.
new content out.
Sorry, I have been busy. We just got out 12-hour shifts at work. Peak season's fun.
But y'all take care.
Do you ever remember your peak seasons?
As I remember, I can't remember what I had for breakfast. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do. I had coffee.
Well, I had an egg roll.
I had coffee.
But no, dude. What was off topic here, real quick? What was it like working your first 12 in your life?
I'm over 50. I can't remember back that far.
Can you even remember your name?
That's for a different live stream.
All right.
But y'all
Swiss Tech, keep doing what you're doing. Hope you see this video and it finds you well, Swiss Tech.
Y'all take care. God bless. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to all those that you care for. 2023 is going to be a hell of a ride. Take care. God bless. We're out.